What's up, everyone? Welcome to EDC Fanatics. If you are new here and interested in knives, EDC gear, and firearms that are of high quality but affordable, definitely hit the subscribe button so you will not miss weekly videos of unboxings, testings, and reviews of all kinds of EDC gear, knives, and firearms. You will not want to miss it. All right, with that being said, let's get into the purpose of today's video. Today we're going to be discussing a fun question about how big is too big for your everyday carry fixed blade. So I have kind of 3 points, kind of 3 minimum baselines of what you have to hit, or for at least what I would do in carrying my everyday carry for the day on any given day. So the 3 points: it has to be concealable, full tang, and has an understood purpose or a real task that it could serve you in some situation on a normal day, not hunting or you just having to be someone who really lives in the woods and you never leave. So, all right, with that being said, I'm not really going to spend much time on the whole full tang rule. All of these are full tang. I do not buy any fixed blade knives that are not full tang, and neither should you, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So for the next one, I want to talk about being concealable. So that's obviously going to eliminate this. If any of you guys know how to fully conceal this comfortably on your body while you carry it through town, let me know. You can convince me, maybe I'll do it, most likely not. I just kind of put this up here for fun, just to throw in a real proof. This is the sheath for it. Obviously, you just wear this down your leg. Everyone is going to know you're carrying this. So since it is not concealable, it does not qualify in something you could add to your everyday carry. This one also is unfortunately going to be cut off in that as well. It's just slightly too big. The sheath for this also just hangs on your leg. Everyone's going to see you have it, so it can't qualify. But this also does not qualify for the understood purpose. This is obviously a survival knife. This is a Gerber Bear Grylls survival knife. Really cool knife. I obviously have it, and I use it for camping, and sometimes I'll just throw it on for hiking as well. But it's not going to serve a purpose. Like, you don't need this to open a box. Even for defending yourself, it has the serrated. You don't need that, and it's just a little big. So that's 2 out of the 3 classifications that it just does not meet. So something like this just isn't going to work either. This, it's getting really close to the concealable line. Fortunately, the sheath for this also does just hang right down the side of your leg. So with the sheath that this came with, it does not meet the qualifications, but you could. I mean, it's pushing it, but you maybe could. But again, the understanding the purpose of this is for, I mean, I use this sometimes to skin a deer. It's not for opening boxes or defending yourself. I mean, it'd be pretty unique to pull this to defend yourself. I mean, if you had to, you could, but it's just not the purpose of this knife. So it does not meet the qualifications either. However, the rest of these here, I would say, in my opinion, do, being that I have carried all of these, and depending on the situation, I do carry at least one of these with me on any given day. So we'll go to all the way to the other end of the spectrum, the smallest one I have on the table here. This is an Essie knife. It's very sharp. Highly recommend them. But anyways, so this is not a combat knife. This is really designed for work. It's a really good work knife. You can put this thing through a beating. So this is the sheath for it. This is obviously very concealable, especially with this clip. You could even just clip this to anywhere on your belt. You don't even need a belt. You could clip this onto mesh shorts. It'd be very concealed. It's obviously full tang, and it has a very understood purpose that you could pull this for cutting a box, for cutting a zip tie, for defense if you really had to. Pretty much anything that you would need any sort of sharp object for, this could do. So it meets all 3 qualifications by far. And so this would be a very good pick. Next, smallest I have. This knife, to me, barely meets the qualifications. It's kind of meant for a survival knife. That's kind of the whole design behind the having the paracord on the handle. But It's obviously full tang. It's just one piece of metal. It is concealable, and it does have an understood purpose that this isn't ridiculous to pull to open a box, and you definitely could defend yourself with it. So this is kind of an example. It doesn't necessarily have to be, this is an everyday carry full tang. It just kind of needs to meet some certain qualifications. The sheath for this also just clips right onto a belt, so obviously you can slide it right under a shirt. So it does fit. This works as well. Kind of for a more specific purpose, this knife, you can kind of tell this is not for opening boxes. In no situation am I ever going to pull this to open a box. I'll just get my multi-tool. This is for defense. I certainly take this, especially if I'm somewhere that I can't carry a gun, which I don't really go much of anywhere if I can't carry the gun. But anyways, this is for combat. It's full tang. Small, definitely small enough to conceal. Here's the sheath for it. I just wear it right on my belt. It meets all three criteria, and defending yourself is certainly a criteria that you can include into what does it have to be able to do to be in your everyday carry. So this would fit. Kind of the jack of all trades sitting on this table is this knife. This also has a sheath pretty much just like this one. It's a bit bulky. It's a little heavy. The handle's a little thicker, which is fine by me. You could use this to defend yourself. I wouldn't prefer to. You can also, this could even be classified as bushcraft survival just because of the shape and design. But it's pushing it to pull this to open a box, but still possible. So it does meet the qualifications, and kind of the jack of all trades thing is a good thing. And this is such a budget option. These Orca knives are like $25, guys, in case you're interested. They're on Amazon, super easy to find. And then here's a unique one. This is kind of a newer one for me, and I've really enjoyed it. This one, to me, is for combat as well, just because of the slim design and how concealable it is. A nice long straight edge blade. I'm not going to pull this to open a box. It's just a little too big. Oops. That was an accident there, but oh well. It's just a little too big to be pulling to open a box. But what really drew it to me is the super slim sheath. I mean, even just a comparison there, it is so small and it fits up tight against my body like so well. No one even sees I'm carrying this. And you can see this is a big knife. So I've really liked it so far, just for the slim design, really primarily just in the sheath. So yeah, that's kind of the three standards and thought process I go through when deciding, could I carry this? Could I not carry this? Because it's tough, because honestly, like, I love this knife. I put it on any chance I get, but it's just too big to carry for an everyday carry, because I can't conceal it. So, but yeah, I'd be really curious what you guys think about what full tang knife you carry, if you carry a full tang knife, or really anything you got for me. So with that, I'll see you guys next time.